Okay, here we go. I hope you guys are ready to paint this. Excuse my palette, I'm out of plates and I need to go get some. And excuse my voice because I have really severe allergies and yeah, it's awful. I'll clear my voice like 100 times, but happy birthday, Michelle. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you have fun. And I hope that you just enjoy it and it's just a good time and gets your mind away from everything else that's going on and you enjoy your birthday. So we're gonna start. If you have any questions, being that this is not a live video, just message me. You know, you can message me, ask me anything, all that good stuff. So I'm super excited to paint with you guys and yeah, let's just have fun. So you have all the stuff, you have all the supplies. I hope you guys will take pictures during the process and after and show me what you have and all that good stuff. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so you guys should have all of your supplies as I have. Hopefully you guys have a better palette. But other than that, I hope, yeah, you're all ready. So let's get set and we're gonna go. We're gonna start with Stitch and we're just gonna do a base. And I'm gonna get a little bit of my blue. I'm gonna bring it over here and then I'm gonna get a little bit of my white and bring it together and make a lighter color. Okay, and we're just gonna start in our stitch. It's a stitch, yes. And we'll go back and do all the highlights and all the extra stuff after. But we're just gonna do all the basing, the base colors in here. So you can just kind of go over the whole thing of him. Just don't go over the inner ear yet with it. Stay away from that first and then yeah, and if you need a smaller brush, just I'm gonna stick with this one just to get the base in there. His little leg right there. And I'm going to stay away from his it doesn't matter because it's black, but we can do this ear. Stay away from this ear. This ear is actually going to be just part of it. So just do the very top part. Okay, just like that. Don't do this part. It's going to go and dip down a little bit. I didn't write that in the sketch, but it's not hard to do. You don't have to do this nose, but you can do that. Come dip down a little bit and then get all that base painted. That should be all good. And we'll come back with some of the colors. And now while we have this color, we're going to we don't want as much as that. I'm just going to take a little bit of the lighter color and actually mix it with the darker color because I want it to be darker than him, but I don't want it to be completely black or anything. So just kind of, and what we're going to do here is we are going to go in the back of the sky. I'm actually going to get a little bit of white and go back there too. And we're just gonna fill it all in, all over here. Don't worry about the mountains if you're getting, because that's gonna be black. So be careful for the ear though. That's gonna be black, so you don't have to worry about that. Remember, you can have it various colors, so you can do all that. Once again, don't worry about the little lines of the mountains. We're gonna create those in a minute. Okay, just gonna mix them darker, lighter, just kind of mix it around with the kind of flipping back and forth stroke of your hand, just crisscross like that. Just kind of go all around. Just kind of matching the character, which I really don't want that. So I'm gonna go back in and do mine a little bit darker. Yeah, I think I need it darker. So. Okay. And we're going to go back and do all that stuff. And then we're going to go down here, and this part is going to be blue too. I'm just going to go in there and create this part blue. Okay. Do the same thing, just follow along those edges. And we're going to do that blue too. Kind of smooth this out. I feel like you can really see my lines a lot. But we're going to go over that with some other stuff anyways. Okay, and then down below here in the background, this is all gonna kind of just be blue and then fade into green. So we're just gonna kind of wispy this. Just try to stay away from your flowers, but it's okay because we can go over it, no worries. Sorry if I'm wiggling the table and my camera's going everywhere. Then we're gonna blend in some green with this. I'm gonna start blending in some green. So we want blue and green here and there. We want some blue, some green. And I wouldn't worry too much about this because we're gonna fill all this down here in with some flowers. So just kind of go around them a little bit and just kind of fill it in. You can kind of do it with yours like this, kind of get it towards all going one direction. Yeah, just like that. Just kind of fill in between. We're gonna go around and do those in a little bit. Just kind of go in there and fill that in. Do the same thing over here. Just kind of get some green in there. Maybe some more green over there. Okay. Okay, then we're gonna clean our brush. And kind of go in there and I'm gonna go in with my white, just a little tiny bit of my white, and I'm just gonna kind of go in there and mix it around, kind of make a little bit of a, break up my lines a little bit. Not a whole bunch of white, as you can see, just a little bit, just to kind of break up those strokes a little bit. And because I want my sky a little bit darker than this, I'm gonna go in with my blue and grab a little tiny bit of black. I'm gonna go in there and just kind of mix it up. Because I do want it darker. Just kind of mix it up just to make it a little bit darker up there. Yeah, just mix it. Wisp it across so you can break up some of those strokes too. a little bit of more of a grayish dark brown blue now. So that's much better. Just kind of go across. Okay, that's better. Just kind of wisp it all along there. Okay, got that. Okay, if you need to let it dry, that's fine. I'm just gonna continue on, so yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of let all that dry and mess with the flowers now. So we have several different flowers. I'm gonna go to my smaller brush for this. Just gonna get some of this purpley color and mix a little bit of white with it. And I'm gonna start here. And I'm just gonna fill in this flower. Just gonna fill it in. Once again, not perfect. Just fill it in just like that. Just kind of wiggle it around, wiggle your brush around, and just kind of fill that in there.
Okay, that song was a bop. Nice choice.
Okay.
We bet you've got the same fierce taste in dolls as you do in music. That's why you already know that.
Oh, there goes my music. Okay, let's see. Let's do this again. And let's see what color. I'm gonna get some yellow and actually go into this little pink color and just gonna do a different color down here. Something kind of different. I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's go around, mess with that a little bit. Okay, then we're going to.
Surprise lights are the outrageous glowing surprise of the season. We're talking lights, camera, fashion. Because each LOL surprise lights doll comes with a magic black light that reveals glowing.
I was trying to listen to some comforting music, but clearly that's not going to work. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go in with the purple, and we're going to do the same thing down here. Maybe add a little bit of the white in there, and that kind of changes the whole color of it, which is pretty, so it's okay. We don't care if our flowers mix at all. We don't care. Just mix it all in, fill it all in, those little. And then we're gonna go back in with this color, the pink and the, I'm actually gonna do a little bit of a pink and the yellow. Let's see what color this comes up with. Kind of like an orangey, pretty orangey color. Well, actually that matches that one too much. I'd rather not do that. I'm gonna go with pink. I don't want too much of the same right there. Just gonna wiggle it around. Do all that. Okay. Gonna clean out my brush. Then I'm gonna go in here with some green. Just the green by itself. And I'm just gonna fill in these leaves. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go and do all the leaves. Just fill them in for now. There's one back there, one right here. You can fill it. And it's okay if they blend with the background. We're gonna highlight them and stuff, so they'll pop in a little bit. Okay, so we got that. This one. And feel free to stop the video and all that stuff. I'm going to go in here with a little bit of water and just kind of mix around that color just to kind of blend it. Okay, so Or maybe go back in with some green and blue to kind of just fill in the areas that we're actually going to add some other flowers in here, so it's okay. Okay, so let's let that dry a little bit. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the mountains, and those are black, and they are gonna start, we're gonna do like a little wiggly line like this, just start like a little base for it, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here, just a little wiggly line, and then we're gonna go in and fill in some mountains. And you can make your mountains as big as little as you want. Just fill that in back there with all the black. I'm gonna give some mountains. Fill that. And we're gonna go to the other side and do the same thing. Go back next to him. Fill that in. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay. Just gonna fill it in. We can always go touch it after too. Gonna go back in there, and now underneath I'm gonna go and fill in some more of that blue, so it's a little bit bluer down there. This one could be wiggly like this. Fill that in. Just like that. Then do the other side exactly the same way. Kind of wiggle it. And don't worry if you don't go like the same lines that we have. Like I said, we're just do it how you want to do it. Okay, so we got that all filled in. I'm gonna just got that. And then we're going to, now I'm gonna go in with the ear. And this color is gonna be kind of like a pinkish. I'm gonna do this light purple to make it a really pretty light pink. And mix it with my white. And I'm just gonna fill that in like that. And then I'm gonna go here and just fill that in too. So it's a little bit darker on the top. You can add it a little bit darker on the top just for some shadow. Okay, then I'm gonna go back in now, and I'm gonna get some more of the light blue for his body. And I'm gonna go back over and fill it all in. This time I'm not gonna do it as blue, I don't think. So I'm gonna do it as light as blue as I can. So I'm gonna go back up here and just fill it back in with a little bit of a lighter blue. Okay. Just keep filling them in again with the lighter blue. Okay, just keep filling them in. So you guys need to be careful not to cover up the lines, because I notice with this second coat you can actually cover up the lines, so be a little bit more careful. So we can go back and outline them. Okay, do the same thing with his head. This time, don't fill in the eye yet. Go around the eye like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna kind of outline mine again because I actually messed up and covered it. Just to give myself a just to give myself a base again, so I know where I'm at. I can paint where I need to paint. Okay, so what we're going to do is even try to go a little bit, just white with a very little bit of blue. So that's a lot. Let's see if that's my white over here. Then we're going to fill in the eye right here. We do want it to have a little tinge of blue, but it doesn't have to have a lot. Okay, so got his eye filled in. And now we're going to use the same light color, and we're going to go and fill in his chest area, just like that. Just like that. This is his leg over here, so we're going to fill in the chest area, just with that color. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're also going to do the same color that we have, and this little area in here is going to be filled in with that light color, like his belly area and his eye area. Yep, just like that. I'm going to do that. Okay. All right, and then let's see, what should we do next? Let some of this dry a little bit. My dripping around here, which is fine. I think I'm gonna go back in with my mountains and just put a little bit of another layer on there to fill them in. So they're not kind of see-through. I hope you guys are enjoying your time and all that good stuff. We'll have kind of a mandatory break from things, but personally, I'm ready to get back to normal life. But I'm just being grateful that everybody's staying healthy and well and all that good stuff. So just trying to be positive about it, but it's kind of a tough situation. But this is why I'm gonna paint and take away my stresses. So, okay. We'll do that. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the darker blue again. I'm gonna do his nose. Just kind of fill in a little bit of a nose. And then I'm gonna use that darker blue, which I'm kind of running out of here. And I'm going to still want it mixed with white. We don't want it that blue because that's just too much. We're going to start making little marks around him with the darker blue color. And so we're going to take that and then we're going to go around like there's a little spot on his ear. Make one like that. We got one right here, I think. Make a little mark, just little marks on him. And then on his back, he's got these little kind of mountainy kind of things. Fill this all in. Fill that in with that darker color. And then let's add some more dark spots. Let's see. Got some little lines right here that go across. Then we have we're gonna fill in this little part of his foot with the dark. The same thing with this little part of his foot. Although I think my foot is kind of not right because I messed it up. Okay, and then let's see. We're gonna do down here under his belly, put a little mark for like a shading. Just put a little bit right there, right there. Put a little bit of shade right there. And then it's got like kind of like a little thing back here. Do that. Just gonna do a little. Let's see, where else can we put spots? There is a. Make sure there's a little crease right there. Okay, and then just got like a little spot right here, just like a little spot. Then we're gonna go in with some lighter white color, and he's got these little things right on his head. Just like that. And now we're going to go in with a little bit of the white. And we are going to, I'm going to highlight the toes just like that. Just so you can see the toes. Then we're going to get that white again and we're just going to kind of go around and give him some little highlights around. Let's see, like maybe one in here. When we don't want to do the blue. That's when you should wash out your brush. I don't think my brush is still washed out. Make sure I have so many colors mixed here. Make sure you don't copy me whenever it comes to that. Just some white through there, just some highlights in there. Let's see, where else? I'm gonna do a little highlight down here. That's kind of too much of a highlight. My white is mixed with every other color. It's just not giving me white. So I'm gonna get my own white right there. So I can actually do what I need to do without it mixing. Okay. So we're gonna go in with like a little bit of the dark right now, and then we're gonna just kind of put like this little dark thing right there. And I'm gonna go back with my white. Give him some, just a few more highlights here and there. Oops. Down there, do it there. Just give him some little pops of highlight. That's where I messed up on his toe. He's got poor toes there. Okay, do that. And cover that one. Fill in this a little bit with white highlight. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to get our other square brush, and I am going to dip it in my water, tap it on my paper towel, and then just dip a color, just like that. And I'm going to go around the edges of this into like a circle, or like a C. See how that kind of dip it, go around. I'm going to go around and kind of create our flower. Dip, and go around our flower. It's okay if we mix colors. Dip, and just keep doing it to where how you like it. We're going to get it, dip it, and I'm going to bring in some of those lines a little bit. Okay, then we're going to do the other ones. So do the same thing with the other colors. So I'm going to do purple. Then I'm going to go around and give it like a little shading like that. Make sure it's just on the corner. So if you have to keep taking out your, cleaning your brush, it's fine. So water, dip, corner. Corner, go and do the same thing with this one. And if it drips, just dab it up. I'm actually going to go in and fill this one in the middle. And we're going to kind of just go like that. Get your brush and just kind of push out. Do dip, go in with this color. Okay. Just like that, and kind of mix it in there to fill that in, but it's kind of a unique color. Add my pink in there. Don't have too much water on your brush like I did. Just gonna kind of drag it in there. Okay, and the same thing here. We're gonna get it. I'm actually gonna go with the purple on the outside of this one, just to give it some nice different look. My brush has too much stuff on it. Okay. Go around the edge. And if you want to wait for these flowers to dry, you probably will have better luck with them actually doing it. Whoops. A nice shading effect. It will be more of a better shading effect if you let it dry more, for sure. But for video reasons, I'm gonna keep going. Just gonna kind of mix that in there. Okay, I'm actually going to get. I'm going to ignore that because I'm going to cover it anyway. So I'm going to get my other brush and I'm going to kind of get this one dry. And I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm going to go out a little bit. Just going to pull some of those in there. And kind of sprig out like that. I'm going to do different colors for them. So like this one, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to Once again, make sure there's not too much water. Tap your water out. I'm going to do purple in this one, I think. I'm just going to pull it out. Pull it out just like that. And I think I will go with pink in this one. Put pink right there. Once again, not too much water. Do that, and then I'm going to just kind of bring it out like that. Just like that. Okay, so we're going to do those, and then we're going to go back in with our leaves, and we're going to get our green with a little bit of white, and we're going to go in there and just create those leaves again. You want them to kind of stand out a little bit compared to the background, so you don't want them to be the same color, so make sure they are mixed with white a little bit. So, and that'll kind of give them their own natural veins as well. And of course, leaves are all different colors, so do that one there. I'm going to add some more leaves actually, because I feel like we need some more greenage down below. So once again, you do however you want, or however many you want. Do them as dark as you want or as light as you want. Okay, let's see if that's enough or not. I'm gonna get my green, and now I'm just gonna kind of shoot some. Actually, it'll be better if you do it green and white so you can kind of see it. And then I'm gonna shoot just some little sprigs out here and there. Try not to do that, but if you do, it's okay. Kind of put some green foliage where the little white is. Just gonna kind of go in there. We're gonna add a couple little flowers in there. So, but just try to kind of cover it up in there maybe. Okay. And then let's see. Gonna do that. Now let's go in for his eye. Let's go do his eye with the black. Make sure your brush is cleaned out and make sure it's dry. So we're gonna go in with the eye and we're gonna fill that in. Because we gotta let this dry because we're gonna add some white, a white dot in there. So I want this to dry. Just fill that in, just like so. And then actually I'm gonna do a little, I'm gonna separate that from the other over there. Then while we're doing that with our black, we can go in and do his little paws right here. Do those. Do some paws there. And then let's see, what else can we do while everything's drying? I'm gonna get my big brush and I'm gonna scruffy it up a bit, like dry it out as much as I can in my paper towel. Just gonna dry it really good because I'm gonna add a little bit of foliage and flowers down here to kind of fill this in, but I want my brush to be super dry. So I'm gonna do it just like that. And I'm gonna go in with my yellowy kind of color that I mixed, and I'm just gonna dab little flowers through here. Just to kind of give them some pretty flowers. Back in with the yellow. And you can do any color of these that you want. And we're gonna add a few different ones just to, because it's so pretty. It's okay if you go over the flowers because they're all in mixed together. Then I'm gonna do the same thing with kind of like the pinkish that was mixed with my white. Once again, make sure your brush is dry and just kind of go in there. Don't overdo it. You don't want it to be over too much, but definitely. They're so pretty. And once again, if you don't want flowers, you don't have to have flowers in here. Don't worry about that either. Just make it nice and colorful. That's really pretty. I'm gonna go and make sure my brush is really dry again. I'm gonna go in with just white, or at least try. Just white bit. And then just have some little white ones through too. Just not a lot, just a little bit. Okay. Nice. That's so pretty. Just makes it so nice. And you can step back and look at your painting and see how you feel about it. If you like it, if you want to add something or whatever. Now we're going to go in and once again, I'm going to go in with my white. I need more white here. And we're going to highlight a little bit inside the flower. So, and clean off your brush. We're still sticking with the little one. Gonna get a little teensy tiny bit of white, and then we are just gonna go around and just kind of go around the flower, and then we're gonna go in here and bring some out. Not a lot, just back around. Just do some little highlights around the flower. Then I'm going to go in with my yellow. I'm going to, excuse me, I'm just going to shoot some of those out of there. I'm going to keep that kind of on one side so it's like shooting out. I'm going to go in and kind of blend my white a little bit more. Be in this water, huh? Okay. Then I'm going to just kind of blend it. This one does not want to. Okay, there we go. All right. And if you want more highlight, by all means, go in and do more. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now, I think I'm going to, let's see, what do I want to do next? Okay, I think what I'm going to do is the eye. So let's go in there and make sure there's not a lot of water, because I know my brush has a lot of water. And we're going to put a little dot right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in just little areas that I need to touch up, I think, because I didn't add flowers too. Just touch those up. I'm going to go around. Now I'm going to go around him with the dark blue. So we're going to outline him with dark blue. So just going to go and give him a clean. Actually, I'm not really happy with that blue. It's too blue. So I think I'm going to go in with black. So ignore what I said, or just add black to your blue so it's not so bright. Make sure you have not a lot of water on your brush, so you have more control of the line work. The less water, the more control. The more water, the more, as you can see by some of my stuff, the more water, the less you have control. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Just keep going so we can get him a nice little outline. Does not have to be perfect. Just trying to clean it up. Okay. Messed up his hand right there a little bit. Okay, so just keep outlining. Just try to avoid those little hairs up there. I think that. Okay. And now's the time if you want to go touch up anything, or like right here, I got him, which I can actually just go and add a highlight and that'll be totally fine. In fact, now's the time we can add more highlights. Just kind of go around. Give some just little. Go in here and add this part. Yeah, so. Okay. So now, basically, what I'm going to do is just go a little bit with the light blue. Kind of just do some little, you don't even have to do this. I just, sometimes I see things and just want to add to it. A little lake back there, a river, I don't know. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to get our large brush. We're going to get it wet, but we don't want it all crazy wet. So basically we're going to get it wet though, and we're going to get it in our white. And we are going to splatter the background to make it a starry night. And if you get it on them, just kind of gently wipe it. It's no big deal. If you have baby wipes, that's great. yeah, and if you want more Starry Night, just do it more. That's always a fun little technique. So, and it's done. So I hope you guys had fun. That was my first time painting it, so it was kind of interesting to just, normally I painted a head and stuff, but yeah, anyway, so I hope you had fun. I hope you like it. I'd love to see your guys's. If you have any questions, again, let me know. The one thing I did forget to do is I'm going to go back into the little flowers and add little black. I forgot to add the little black dots. So you can do that just in the middle. And there you have it. There's your picture. And I hope you had a happy birthday. And yeah, I will hopefully see you soon after all this craziness. And you guys have a great day, night, whatever it may be. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.